Constantinople, for over 1,000 years, stood as the crown jewel of the Byzantine Empire. Its strategic position on the Bosporus made it the bridge between Europe and Asia, while its immense wealth and towering monuments, like the Hagia Sophia, symbolized the power and splendor of Christian Byzantium. By the 15th century, though, the Byzantine Empire had withered away, reduced to little more than the city itself. Surrounded by the rising power of the Ottoman Empire, Constantinople was the last Christian stronghold in the East, a symbol of a bygone era. On the other side stood Sultan Mehmed II, the ambitious 21-year-old leader of the Ottoman Empire. With dreams of uniting East and West under his rule, Mehmed set his sights on Constantinople, a city that had long defied Muslim expansion. In the spring of 1453, Mehmed gathered an army of over 80,000 soldiers alongside massive artillery, including the legendary cannon Basilica. The Ottoman forces were determined to breach the city's ancient walls, which had withstood countless sieges over centuries. On April 6, 1453, the siege of Constantinople began. Ottoman cannons unleashed a brutal barrage on the Theodosian walls, among the most formidable defenses of the medieval world. The city's defenders, a mere 7,000 soldiers led by Emperor Constantine XI, fought valiantly to repair the breaches and fend off Ottoman attacks. For nearly 2 months, the Byzantine and Venetian defenders repelled wave after wave of assaults, with the city's walls holding strong despite the relentless bombardment. By late May, the situation grew dire. On May 29th, under the cover of darkness, Mehmed ordered a final, all-out attack. Ottoman forces surged towards the battered walls. Exhausted and heavily outnumbered, the defenders could no longer withstand the onslaught. At dawn, a key section of the walls collapsed, and Ottoman forces poured into the city. Emperor Constantine XI is said to have fought bravely to the very end, refusing to flee. According to legend, he removed his imperial regalia and joined his soldiers in a final stand, perishing alongside them as the city fell. The fall of Constantinople marked a momentous turning point in history. Sultan Mehmed II, now known as Mehmed the Conqueror, entered the city in triumph. He declared Constantinople the new capital of the Ottoman Empire and allowed his troops to loot the city for 3 days, sparing many of its inhabitants. Perhaps the most symbolic act of the conquest was the transformation of the Hagia Sophia. The greatest church in Christendom was converted into a mosque, signaling the dominance of Islam in the East. The fall of Constantinople sent shockwaves throughout Europe. For centuries, the city had been a bulwark against Ottoman expansion. Its loss marked the end of the Byzantine Empire, an empire that had lasted over 1,000 years. Some historians see this event as the end of the Middle Ages and the beginning of the Renaissance, as Byzantine scholars fled to the West, bringing with them ancient Greek manuscripts that spurred a revival in learning. The fall also reshaped global trade, with the Ottomans now controlling key trade routes between Europe and Asia. European nations began seeking new ways to reach the East, ultimately leading to the age of exploration and the discovery of the New World. Today, Constantinople is known as Istanbul, a city where the legacies of Byzantium and the Ottoman Empire coexist. The skyline is dotted with mosques and the remnants of Byzantine walls, a reminder of the city's rich and turbulent history. The fall of Constantinople was not just the end of an empire, it was the beginning of a new world order. The Ottoman Empire would rise to dominate much of southeastern Europe and the Middle East, altering the course of history for centuries to come. The story of Constantinople's fall is a testament to the fragility of even the mightiest empires, a reminder that no city, no empire is invincible. Thank you for joining us on the History Lane. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe as we continue to explore the stories that shaped our world.